Hey everybody, welcome back to Lettermen Row. I am Austin Ward, joined remotely again in our virtual studios. Evan Spencer looks like he's at home doing some work, and we've got to get
Yeah.
creative, right, Evan?
Yeah, we definitely do, but we're making it work and still delivering the best content that we can to you guys. So excited to do it.
All right, so as I've said before with some others, this is the stuff we've been talking about in any off season. So why not keep filling it? Hopefully, provide some distraction for people stuck at home. This is a guy today that we've talked about a lot, and it really feels like it was just yesterday that we put on the recruiting film of Garrett Wilson and
Yep.
we started saying, "Wow, this guy might have
Yeah.
it."
That's such a good point, right? Like going from that recruiting film and then watching him play and succeed at such a high level at Ohio State, it's awesome, right? I mean, you try to set this bar of, yes, you had an incredible career in high school, but I don't want to continue on. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. You're the best. When you get here, we want to see some actions, and we want to see you fight with your brothers, and we saw that week after week. Obviously, the guys much earlier and much more objectively than we because they were with him, but to be able to perform like that in high stakes games against our biggest rivals of the season, it was very impressive. So hats off on my end to the young guy, and I'm excited for what we got him for at least 2 to 3 more years.
But
Yeah,
I'm going to guess that third year might not happen at this point.
we'll see. We'll see. We're not going to come to any conclusions quite yet. We might need him.
Yeah, did you? So, Evan, like you said, I mean, you watched that recruiting film, you broke it down, and
Yeah,
you saw the ceiling, but you also cautioned it might take some time. It
yeah.
might not be right away to do it. Brian Hartline's going to have to work through some things, and maybe in September he was definitely a different player by
Mhm.
December. Like, did you see this happening as much or as quickly as for him in year one as it did?
I mean, yeah, I don't want to say that I'm predicting it by any stretch of the
Right.
imagination, but like we both sat down and saw incredible raw talent. The words out of my mouth were something to the effect of he's going to have to humble himself quick, learn how to play with the guys around him and exceed. That takes a lot of like intaking from your coaches and then being able to relate to the cats around you and then just play, release, and have fun with your guys. And the quicker that you can do that process, right? That process can take you 3.5 years or 4 years, or it can take you maybe a half of a season. Maybe it can take you camp, right? And that's the job of Coach One, Coach Day, all the way down to Coach Hartline, and then obviously the kid himself. So just to see that process, knowing that it's taken guys anywhere from 4.5 to one camp, seeing that he's on the shorter end of that time frame was really rewarding for sure.
Yeah, and he certainly showed up ready for his first edition of the rivalry game.
Yeah.
3 huge catches. We've got them all to break down right here for Evan Spencer. Looking at Garrett Wilson right now. Let's roll the tape. All right, Evan, you know as well as anybody, this is that matchup where you can build your legacy, define your legacy, enhance your legacy. This was his first time, and Garrett Wilson, man, he really took over in this game, and 3 big ones. This one was one that maybe gets overlooked a little bit, but if he
No
moves to
doubt.
the spot, like this could be what he's doing.
Yeah, no, I mean, exactly, right. I mean, being able to be that close to the line of scrimmage is a real weapon if you can learn how to just play with speed and not change that speed, because you're going to get you're going to get weird zone looks where you're going to bounce from zone to zone. And the faster you are in man coverages or in a strange zone look where you're not going to run into another and get your head taken off, kind of like we're seeing here, right? Empty zone and really taking what the defense is giving them. It's just an environment for you to be able to play natural and athletic football. So, given that we got a young guy just really finding out what his potential can be with every day and every step that he takes on the football field, it's going to be fun to get him in this type of position where he can continue. And then, you got some structured guys on the outside that can, loosen the boxes for him and vice versa. So, it's going to be a dynamic group, and for reasons of all these and others, I think he's going to be pretty productive in the years to come.
I remember being shocked, like when spring ball started before it got canceled that first week. The talk was Garrett Wilson. He's going to be the slot guy, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
like why? Because he's so good at some of this other stuff deep down the field. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, but why are you taking that out of the arsenal? Like, let him
Yeah.
go be that guy because he could be the X.
Well, I mean, you look at a play like this, right? He's outside wide to the field here, running a deep post, and he's natural at doing it. You can see that, but with offensive coordinators and how creative they all are about getting the guys they want the ball and how we can put a disadvantage on the defense. I can put that guy in the same position he just ran that post at, out there wide to the field. I can motion him down to the hash, and he can run the same drag route that he ran on the first play. Okay. And in the first play, it's more of a slot type of route and combo, whereas in the latter, if he didn't motion in, which he didn't, and he runs a post, which he ran, you can get a little bit of both worlds. So if that's the strategy, that might be something that they're using to get a little bit of both worlds. And this year, if it's more the inside, then expect to see motions, expect to see things that get the defense off kilter and things like that.
As long as the quarterback remembers to motion you into the backfield.
Exactly. But so the funny part about that is slight change of opponents here. But the funny thing about that is the spacing actually kind of worked better, I think, the fact that I didn't get motioned in. But I will not tell Cardell that to his face.
Yeah, well, that was a different show. We'll make up for that conversation.
Yeah.
But this other play here, I think that this is the one that maybe – really gets people going where, as a receiver, the old scramble rules, and Garrett Wilson had to make something happen. And this one, really an iconic play with Justin Fields and scrambling around.
Totally.
He can get creative as well as a wide receiver.
Yeah, and this is just a good example of having to abandon your route and play with the quarterback. So we're going to see two. We're only going to see one adjustment, but the first adjustment was his abandoning the route and running to the spot to where he's catching the ball right now. So that's adjustment one. Adjustment two is he and the quarterback know that they can put it on 14's back shoulder. And even if he's right there and guarding in quotations, he's really not, because he's not looking at where the quarterback's putting the ball. So in those two adjustments, right, next level stuff here we're talking. But that's why you get excited, or at least I get excited when I watch plays like these, because this wasn't drawn up. They didn't leave the huddle saying, hey, adjust 2 times and I'm going to hit him on the back shoulder. That's just feel, right? That's chemistry. And the fact that a young receiver and a new quarterback in his first year are able to get to that and score in a highly competitive game under pressure, it's impressive.
Yep, still another year there for Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson to work together. That's why there's so much optimism for that guy, especially coming from a former Ohio State wide receiver like Evan Spencer, getting ready for that next year. Appreciate him, as always, giving us that insight, breaking it down on BuckIQ. For Evan, I'm Austin Ward. We'll see you next time.
Take care, guys.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe below to get the latest videos from Lettermen Row.
We got Letterman Live, we've got the practice report, we got rapid reaction. Hey, and we got BuckIQ with Zach Bourne.
For sure. We got recruiting breakdowns with Berm. We got whatever you need. Ohio State football and Ohio State athletics, we've got you covered here at Lettermen Row.